Good morning and welcome to Waking Up with Don. This morning I'm here with Kara Terrence. Kara is a youth leader at a local church. Well, maybe not so local, but local to you.
Yes.
And we'll explain that later. And she's also an accomplished author.
Yes.
Kara, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on. I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, I'm thrilled to have you. I just read just a couple lines of your book here. A ministry's leader, effective ways to lead kingdom-minded. Leading kingdom-minded.
Yes.
And after reading the back here, it kind of struck a chord with me where it said today's Christian leadership is more man-focused than it is God-focused.
Yes.
And that kind of resonated with me because you see there's a lot of ministries out there that talk about, reaping rewards here on earth.
Yes.
Everybody should be a millionaire, that type talk.
Yes.
This book isn't about that, is it?
No, sir. No, sir, it's not.
What would you say, just in a few minutes, what the book's purpose is?
The book's purpose is to give people who are in ministry leadership, whether it's church, your own ministries that God has given people to lead and to begin, just teaching them leadership principles on how to bring followers up to leadership, on how to be more confident in what it is that they're following in. Leaders today, it is the job to serve the people that are under you and to bring them up to the understanding of what that purpose is that you're trying to accomplish. And I think with the man-focused part of it is when you take God out of the equation, you run the risk of losing sight of what the true purpose of what we're supposed to be doing here on earth.
Or injecting God into your life in a way where he's just kind of another tool to make money, or another way to improve your life, which is kind of true in a respect, but that shouldn't be the focus of it all.
No, it shouldn't. It should be, your focus or our focus should be to serve the people of God so that they can come to the true understanding of who he is and how they can live their lives, the lifestyle that's going to give us the end result of seeing him again. The bottom line is we are here, we have gifts, we have talents, and we do have purposes. When we put them in the right perspective, which is to be God-focused and to follow his leadership, then everything else will take care of itself. But that comes from having faith, being confident in who you are, in whose you are, which is God, and being able to project that purpose that he's given you so you can affect change in everybody else's life.
And that's the leadership part that you talked about.
Yes.
Because I guess good leaders are good followers too,
Exactly.
aren't they?
Exactly. And I learned, I have to give a shout out to my pastor, Superintendent David Woods Jr. His leadership just from pastoring is so awesome, and that has impacted my own life as a leader of the youth department. And I had to be a follower first to be able to gain the example of what a true leader is. And the blessing comes when you have someone who is able to lead the way it's supposed to be. And then when it comes your time, then you then take the place, and then you're able to help someone else. And so true
keep
following,
the message moving forward all the time.
Yes.
And you, as a youth leader in your church, kind of instill that in the young people.
Yes.
And do you see them going out and doing the same thing?
Yes, sir.
That perhaps you're doing, or you did when you were younger?
Most definitely. As it is my job to be an example to the young people coming up, so that again they can be confident. And I pride myself in making sure that the examples that I uphold as just a regular person outside of the church as well as inside of the church is consistent, and it's the same person, so that they can be encouraged to do the same and lead and know that they're going to impact someone else's life.
Now, what's the name of your church?
Yes, Lord Deliverance Church of God in Christ, and it's in Chipley, Florida.
Now, you live in Panama City.
Yes, sir.
But you drive all the way to Chipley to worship.
Yes. Our slogan is, a church alive is worth the drive, and I have to say, it is truly worth the drive. And we start services on Sunday at 12. So the benefit of that is you don't have to get up so early to come to drive, because it's about 45 minutes to an hour. But once you get there, you would definitely have a treat.
So, is it making an impact on the kids? I mean, is your book resonating with them?
Well, it's just now getting out. I released it in November, and some of the kids come, "Oh, Miss Kara, you wrote a book," and then I hear them say certain things from the book because their parents may have it or they've been reading it themselves. And so that definitely does my heart good, because it lets me know that they are paying attention and not just to the outer appearance, but who I am on the inside.
We've got to run off to a break.
Okay.
We're here with Kara Terrence, and we're going to look at the local weather brought to you by the Pittman Firm. Welcome back, and I'm speaking with Kara Terrence,
Yes.
who is a church youth leader and an author, and,
Yes.
and a pretty accomplished young lady.
Thank you.
During the break, we had talked about, about the function of church in a community, and we had also talked about, I would have never met you
Right.
or heard about your church unless we were for the show here.
Right.
And a lot of people call Sunday the most segregated day of the week.
Right, I can see that.
It is. I mean, because there are traditionally black churches, there are traditionally white churches,
Right.
there are traditionally Asian churches,
Right.
and people just kind of self-segregate on Sunday for
Right.
some reason.
Right.
Do you think we can overcome that with books like this, or?
I think so. I think the main thing is to be open-minded, not worrying about the color of the person's skin, even the background of the denomination in which the church is that the person attends. The bottom line is looking at the information, if it's truth, if it pricks your heart, if it gauges something in you that says, oh, this could be true, this could work for us, or this could work for me, then I think the more programs we have, whether it's conferences, meetings, and people are more engaged to come and be a part of those things, then I think we could definitely overcome that and not be so focused on, oh, well, this is a black church, or this is a white church, or this is an Asian church, but more so being able to just be open-minded to, if you have the opportunity to go and check out another church. Not to say we want your membership trying to gain other people's members or
Right.
anything like that, but just being able to come together and for the one main cause, which is to receive the truth of what God's word is.
So it shouldn't be the forbidden kingdom just because people who don't look like you go there.
Right.
I mean, you should be very comfortable walking into your church, correct? And vice versa. I mean, that's the way it should be.
Exactly. That is exactly the way it should be. But I think, whether it's the past or previous, just the routine of how things are set up, I think that has kind of helped that segregated aspect as well. But I do believe the more programs and the more authors that come out with true information, and I think the more conferences that we have and the more open-mindedness we become, that we would definitely bridge that gap and bring in more togetherness.
I want to switch gears on you real quick
Okay.
in the few minutes that we have left.
Okay.
What called you to write the book? I mean, what was that process like? Did you just have an epiphany one day and said, "Hey, I gotta write about being kingdom-minded,"
Right.
or was it more of a process or an evolution for you?
It was a process. I had started, I actually had finished the first book that I thought that I was going to put out. And as I was getting ready to start the release part for that book, then the Lord began to deal with me in terms of being kingdom-minded, leadership. And it was like, it started out in the mornings. I would be asleep, and all of a sudden it would be like epiphanies, writing. And so that's how that started. And then the next thing I know, it turned into a book form, and here it is.
So it's been over a period of time.
Yes, it took me about a year over time to write and complete everything that he had gave me.
Now, if somebody watching wanted to get the book, how do we get a copy?
We can go on www.amazon.com, and it's under either Kara J. Terrence, CARATERRANCE, or they could pull up a ministries leader, Effective Ways, and that should pull it up. It's on ebook as well. So for
great.
our technology
so we can get it on
savvy,
Amazon.
Yes.
And we can get it on ebook.
Yes.
And it's out there.
Yes, it is. It is out there.
So it may not be in a local bookstore, but you can it's just a couple clicks away.
And then I'm on Facebook as well. Youthful Soul Enterprises, LLC.
Youthful Soul, I
yes,
like it.
Youthful Soul Enterprises, LLC. And there's a link on my page that they can actually get the book, or they can contact me directly through Facebook.
Kara Terrence, it's been a joy having you here, and thanks for sharing your work and your thoughts with us.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to be here.
You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, good morning. Welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist, and I'm excited to be bringing you your max out tip for today. We're going to be talking about what is your marketing strategy. We've already established that you want to be an entrepreneur, that you want to start your dream business, and today we're going to say, what is your marketing strategy? What you need to consider is, Who's your client? Where do they live? What problem are you solving for them, right? Before you can even establish a marketing strategy. Some of the other questions that you should be asking yourself is, how am I going to market to them? Is it going to be through social media? Is it going to be through an advertising agency? Is it going to be through my website? What are some of those answers to those questions? I really want you to ponder those things. You know, there's so many different routes that you can go into marketing your business to your customers, but you've got to know who that customer is, what they like, what they don't like, and then you've got to know, and this is good, who your competitors are. But you know what? I'm here to share with you today that there really are no competitors. This day and time, getting in the game is all about partnering with your competitors, doing joint venture partnerships, doing affiliate programs. What are they doing that you can partner with? I'm talking about your competitors. What are your competitors doing that you can partner with your services and their services, and you can combine together your two companies and do this amazing event or this amazing program. All right? I'm so excited to have shared with you your marketing strategy, your marketing max out tip for today. I'm Zenobia Andrews, your business system strategist. Listen, connect with me and I will connect with you. You can find me at www.zenoviaandrews.com. Facebook, Twitter, Zenobia Andrews, Max Out with Zenobia. Take care and let's continue waking up with Don.
Welcome back, and thanks, Zenobia. If you've ever driven down Panama City Beach, down 98 on Front Beach Road there, we've all seen that big structure that looks like an ark or a big boat. But a lot of us really weren't aware, at least I wasn't aware, of what went on there until I met our next guest, Rick Brigman. Rick, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Good to see you again, Don.
Now, I know you from last year from Food for Kids.
Right.
And that's just one of the many things that goes on at the Ark. First, Rick, tell me, what is the Ark?
It's an ongoing ministry owned and operated by the United Methodist Church. A lot of folks, including myself, whenever I first realized that there was more than just the Ark building itself. A lot of people think that that big boat is it. But there's an acre and a half of property behind it consisting of a total of 7 buildings. We have a beautiful chapel. There's a big main dormitory, what we call the center dorm, a wood shop. We own a house behind the property, and it's just a tremendous piece of property.
So what goes on? I know Food for Kids is, you have a food pantry there, is that right?
Right.
And there are businesses around town that collect food, right?
Right.
And they bring it to you
Right.
for packaging and distribution, right?
Right. And we also pick up food. We're associated with Feeding America, Bay Area Food Bank, and it's just a tremendous opportunity to feed our children and our families in need.
So there's a food bank here in Panama City, there at the Ark.
Absolutely. Oh, yes, yes. And then right now we have the ongoing winter ministry where we have just a variety of activities. And that's what we're really promoting right now, is to letting people know, not just our snowbirds, our winter guests, but the locals are certainly welcome. We're trying to let the local population know that we're here year-round. This isn't just a winter ministry, and it's not just a summer ministry. It's a year-round event that people can come out and be a part of. And we're just trying to expand things.
So what are some of the good things that go on there beside the food pantry?
Well, I mentioned the workshop, the wood shop. There are tools in there that I don't even know what they do.
But can anybody go in there and use that?
You can become members, and basically the number you need to call is 850-249-1980.
So you become a member.
Yeah.
Do you have to join a church to become a member?
No. It's open to the public. People can come and join, and fees are nominal, but you can get that information from that number.
Okay. And the purpose of the wood shop is what? Just so people have a place to go to work with wood, or are you building things for people?
Yeah, so they make a variety of things, wood bowls, and there's just all sorts of activities with pine needle basket weaving, and with their yoga class and the line dancing. I do karaoke, and also, I'm a musician, and we'll have a variety.
Wow, okay, there's a lot in there. So we can not
yeah.
only have a wood shop, right? You've got some sort of entertainment venue going on there as well?
The Ark building itself, we're actually in the process of turning it into a coffee shop. And it is the central location where everything really begins. But people need to come and see what the activities that we have going on. There's just such a spirit in this room. You can just tell that just the ongoing spirit of those who have come before and established this fabulous ministry.
All of these activities, these winter programs, the food bank, all that stuff that you have going on there, is really under one roof for one purpose, and that's to help people. Right?
Absolutely. Basically, we are Christian. We're there to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ, and just meet people where they are, and to begin to meet their needs wherever they may be. Another program that we started last year that we're about to begin again is the J1 student program, where we have
the what program?
J1, where we have the students from all over the world come, and they come here on a work visa, and stay here from anywhere from a month to 2 months or whatever the case may be, work at the different local businesses, and we house them. And it turned out to be quite an experience last year.
Rick, we have to run off to a break now, but on the other side of that, I want to talk more about the Ark and who all you're helping there. We'll be right back after these messages. Welcome back to Waking Up with Don. I'm here with Rick Brigman from the Ark on Panama City Beach, the mysterious Ark that we all drive by and try to ask ourselves, what the heck goes on in there? So we've learned it's pretty much a part of the Methodist Church, correct?
That's right.
And it's a lot of things under one roof to help people, including a food pantry.
That's right.
And who are the people that you help?
Well, Food for Kids, as you know, we're a 501c3 nonprofit, and we're just primarily helping locals. You know, a lot of people want to know where their money's going whenever they do support us. It stays right in Bay County. And just typical families, that people down on their luck sometimes may have an illness or, you know, an unexpected a crisis in their life. And we're there just to kind of bridge the gap. You know, we see a lot of grandparents more increasingly that are raising their grandchildren for a variety of reasons.
You know, I would envision, or I would imagine, that the people who would avail themselves of a food pantry would probably be more like single moms or somebody in that type situation.
Yes, that's true. But there is.
But you're seeing more grandparents now.
Yes, and there's really no stereotype. You know, you ask me, do you see this kind of people? Yes, and the answer
you see them all.
Is yes.
So it's not black, it's not white, it's not old, it's not young, it's male or female. It's pretty much everybody.
Right. They're all local folks that need some help. A lot of times people just are a little reluctant to call because of the, you know, it's a little embarrassing might be, but I just tell people, look, you know, I myself am just an accident and illness away from being on the other side of this table.
And with the crummy economy now, do you see a little uptick in your services to people?
Oh yes. We have been increased double and even triple some of our distribution. I tell folks, unfortunately, the hunger business is thriving. But we do what we can.
What if I needed help? Do I just show up there? Do I call? I mean, what do I do?
You call us at 249-5439.
Okay.
And we'll make an appointment. It's done privately and confidentially.
So you go in and you basically have to have an interview, I guess, or fill out an application or something?
Yeah, basically we talk with them. Just need a form of ID. That
kind of establish the need.
Right, the number of children, their ages, and whatever particular things may be going on in your life.
And why do you need to know all that?
Just so that we can better serve the folks.
I see. So you would put together a package for them based on their needs.
Exactly.
So you can give them, like if they got just one kid, maybe not get the same as a person who's got 4 or 5 kids.
Right, or 6 or 8. We see combined families a lot too, to where folks come together.
Combined family meaning?
Just some sisters sometimes, or sometimes grown children will be helping to take care of their elderly parents. Whatever the case may be, it varies.
Well, that sounds like great stuff to do. I mean,
it's amazing.
And it's kind of sad when you think about it. You know, if you're gainfully employed and you're relatively prosperous, you don't even look at the other side of life.
That's true.
Especially in a vacation place like Panama City Beach.
People just think with the high rises and the yachts.
People are there for fun and having fun.
Right. But hunger is a national and international issue. You know, there are folks that will always be in need, and we just try to meet the gap. The local community has been awesome as far as stepping up the businesses and individuals.
Hunger happens everywhere.
Oh, yes.
Now, you had mentioned earlier about a summer program that you've got going on there. Is it a youth camp or what's that about?
It's a J1 program. It's international students.
Yeah, what does J1 stand for?
Well, basically, it's an organization that gives international students a temporary work visa to come here and work, to learn more about our culture. And, we've this past year we had students from Thailand and
So someone
China
from Thailand and
Russia.
China comes to Panama City Beach to learn about American culture. I'm scared, but I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly. But it's quite interesting. The last year was
So they probably think the United States is one big beach party, right?
Well, it's so interesting, just to watch the whole thing. But it turned out to be quite an event.
Rick Brigman, we are so out of time. It's not funny, and there's so much more about what goes on there at the Ark than we're talking about here. How do people learn more about it? Is there a website out there we can go to?
Well, actually, the phone number would be the best way to reach us right now. As far as the winter ministry program, 850-249-1980, and you can learn more about all of the activities that we have going on right now. That's for the snowbirds and the locals, just someone that wants to get out and become involved in what's going on.
Rick Brigman, thanks so much for coming on the show, and good luck, and thank you for all the good work you do out there at the Ark. You've been watching Waking Up with Don. We'll see you next time.